What's up, y'all? Shout out to my deadhead friends at the Wall Street Deadhead Networking Group. Maybe you don't know what I do, but I make silly videos on YouTube for the last 12 years and try to help people learn about the stock market. You guys know. So, again, this market continues to be free money being handed out, and all you got to do is press a few buttons and grab it and have no fear. People are chasing the performance right now, but that's okay because that's what it is. And if there's ever been a term, and I've been saying it for the last couple of months right now, it is what it is. You know, the days of me trying to overthink it are over. You know, trying to short this market because I think it's due for a pullback, who cares? I don't think it's due for anything. If it comes, it comes. Give me UVXY rallying for 2 or 3 days in a row, and maybe I'll change my tune. But right now, I have a portfolio of stocks bigger than I've had, not monetarily, but the amount of stocks that have looked good. I've just been buying a couple of hundred shares to start, and then adding to them if they look good. Freaking Alibaba. I own Alibaba. I'm up 7 points, guys. This doesn't happen to me. I buy stocks that usually go right back down. Every stock I own right now is up. I don't think I've had this experience in 15 years. I'm more of a day trader. And again, I want to give the applause going out to these INSG guys. I mean, good. I mean, I'm glad it's going up. And I have these battles on the internet on stock twits and Twitter. I own the stock. That's why I'm so passionately bashing it. After a year, especially coming from a day trading point of view, how long are you supposed to wait? Every time it tries to break out, it fails and rolls back down. That's pretty aggravating, right? And finally, a year later, we're breaking out and good. It held 450 5 times after the earnings came out. It didn't break down. What's up, my man? And we finally have. We went from 6-month lows to 5-year highs in a week. I mean, this is the greatest market in the world. And right now, that list of stocks I gave you the other day, every one of them, I believe, is up. Twitter, Alibaba, U.S. Steel, the LK. I don't own the LK anymore, but Bed Bath & Beyond, even the Beyond Meat. What's up, my man? The Beyond Meat is what trading represents to me. We know that the stock probably is going to go lower. But there's always a time where these stocks take a gasp of fresh air before sinking beneath the waves. And I don't know whether or not Beyond Meat, because again, now the bottom has been put in, this thing could be good now for another 10 or so points before it rolls back over. But we know now that this bottom, that's been put in is now significant because we've rallied off it. So why is it significant? Significant for 2 reasons. If you own the stock, you know where you're dumping it if it rolls back over. And if you're looking for a short, when it does roll back over, that's when you're going to slam it. You want to slam the stock when most longs are getting out, and that's going to encourage the shorts to take another shot here. And again, the easy money on a Beyond Meat short obviously is over. This thing was $200-something and it went to 77. That was the entire trade. Once it broke the 139 and change multi-year VWAP, there was no support till $77, and that's where we went. And that's what held. So awesome. Now, Alibaba, this is just like INSG. If you bought Alibaba a year ago, last week, so a year ago, up until this last week, you just wasted a year of your life owning Alibaba. And now that consolidation has led to a breakout again because this market doesn't go down. So people are just looking for these opportunities. U.S. Steel, Alibaba, what else do we got here? We don't got the work anymore, but work got from 20 to 22.50 for a nice pop. What else we got on the books? Bed Bath & Beyond, we took most of that off U.S. Steel, but there's a couple of more. INSG, Alibaba. I'm forgetting some. By the way, Alibaba making new highs right now. Yeah, the VIX is non-existent at this point, which some people think that's a contrary indicator. No. You know what would be a contrary indicator? Have the VIX go up for 2 or 3 days in a row, and then I'll be skeptical that maybe then I'll be maybe thinking the market's due for a pullback. But we can't even get a 1-day rally off on the VIX. So who cares? Who cares? Hang on a second. These guys are addicted to this DLTR. I don't know why. But Ali freaking Baba. This is straight up old school trading, man. Consolidation, breakout. I cannot imagine this thing not going into the, to test that 211 now. We're only 11 points away on a $200 stock. It's not a big move. And what's cool about this trade, again, I'm not suggesting anybody gets into it this second. I still, I'd like to see a consolidation now that it's gotten, you got 12 points out of this thing in the last couple of days. But this is just old school trading in a bull market, consolidation and a breakout. Ad knock. I don't know what ad knock is. Is that the symbol? I don't get it. If that's the symbol. KSE 100. I don't know what that is either. You're talking different language, I think. Oh, VGR I own too. I mean, I bought the stock because it's a dividend paying stock, and that's working. I mean, everything's working, which is kind of scary because my nature is contrarian. When everything's flashing bullish, I used to want to go the other way. No, I'm riding the wave right now. I'm going back to the old school, Kenny, where just ride the wave, baby. It is what it is. We're going up every day. Yay. I'm not fighting this thing no more. I own a few more things. I don't have all my accounts open. I just can't remember what it is. Alibaba, INSG, UVXY short, work, US Steel, Bed Bath & Beyond. Maybe that is it. It's a lot of stocks. Twitter, I named that one already. Oh, hang on. Actually looking at VMW for a day trade right now. It got shorted at the open on the reversal and now coming back. So kind of stalking this for a day trade, but I can take it or leave it. What are they looking at? DLTR still. Yeah, they're in the Dollar Tree from the lows. And Clovis. Clovis short. Nice trade. Yeah, they're actually shorting the stock. Market never goes down. Thunderbird, what's up, man? Gorilla Glue number 4 is working. Yeah, I like that guy. Everything's working right now, bro. I mean, this is insanity, And again, I didn't really put a lot of money into all these names, but if we're going to go up every day, I want to just branch out when the getting is good. I mean, obviously, I should have loaded up on Alibaba. It took me a lot to get into Alibaba because the stock has let me down so many times. But once it broke 192.50, I was like, listen, what am I risking? I bought 192.50s for $1.50, $1.20, $1.30, $1.50. So I was risking what I put up. Now I'm rolling into the 200s for next week because I'm using profits. But it's outstanding. This market is just relentless. So what I wanted to say was just, happy holidays and all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are making your way into the room. We're getting more and more people. If you come in and there's nothing going on, listen, most of what we do is between 9 and 12. Then most of the time in the middle of the day, we're analyzing and coming up with something that might be interesting from 3 to 4. I mean, there's ways of trading the middle of the day. We go over that. But the majority of the moves are going to be done, you know, at the beginning, the first 2 or 3 hours of the day. But one thing's for sure, I've got guys that have just took the class, you know. So if you were thinking about taking my class, I'm going to do another one on January 11th. I think that's probably the next time I'll have free to do a Saturday class. If you want to do it, I got some guys that just took the class and they don't really even come to the chat room, and they get, you know, they're getting some texts. And, you know, one guy crushed it on AMBA yesterday. Somebody else bought GES today, GES, which is one of our trades. And if you want to look at some stocks that we traded yesterday, AMBA was a reversal, GES today, and VEV. I mean, you give me the setup, I'll trade the symbol, you know? So right now, the reason I'm looking at VMware, and again, this is the part of trading that people forget. It's boring, redundant, and awful quite often. And you're just sitting here staring at the screen. Sometimes your finger's on your mouse ready to do something, and sometimes you're just hanging out and waiting, just stalking something. So for me, I'm not going to buy the stock unless it gets down to the bottom of the range. I'm talking about VMW. So I'm looking at it at 165, right? The stock's 165.90 now. If I get the chance to buy it at 165, at least risk rewards back in my favor. I'm only going to risk 30 something cents there, right? But because there's a VWAP on our multi-day VWAP up here, again, you should come to the room. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. If we break the top of the range, you might just get a momentum explosion here. So we're talking like 116.20. Sorry, 166.20 on VMW. That could be a trigger also. Now, this is where the middle of the day comes into play. Usually, you don't get the break at this time of the day, especially on a holiday week. Everybody's walking out the door right now. Sure, the algos are still in play, and that's why this still might be a decent idea, because the VWAP and the multi-day VWAP might trigger some more buying on this thing. Talking about VMW right now. But really, after the Alibaba and the GES, and, you know, we had some fun with CCXI again. I've been waiting to buy this thing all day. And, you know, GES was the main trade because that was the earnings reversal. I don't care if I trade or not. Yeah, I do it online. Yeah, it's all online. So that's my point about the class was that the room, there's usually a core of us. Like, we have about 100-something members, which is not a lot. You know, I do this. Every member that's in our part of the family now, I've spoken to. It's a real family kind of thing. I pick up the phone when you call. Basically, it's a family business. You know, I treat this like, you know, my dad's tutoring service. I'm a stock tutorer and an alert service and an educator and a mentor. Package it all together in a lifetime, you know, membership. You're going to get your money's worth no matter what. There's some guys that take the class and don't listen. There are certain guys that come to the room, don't listen. There are guys that never took the class but listen to me when in the room. So it's a combination of everything. Bottom line, again, if you're really serious about becoming a trader and 20 years later doing this, then there's nobody else that's going to tell you what to do than me. And I'm not saying that every trade works. And I'm not saying that we don't go through, you know, ruts and have terrible times with it also. But at the end of the day, if you trade reversals only, you can't fail. I mean, we had 2 more today. So when I say those trades work 100% of the time, they're still working 100% of the time. And here's the thing. I could give you a trade that works 100% of the time, and somehow you'll still fuck it up because of the fear. You're afraid. And that's what I hear most of all. Oh, it's worked 87 times in a row. I'm going to be the 87th. Yeah. Oh, and you're nervous. And if you have that attitude, you're probably going to turn what usually works into a losing trade anyway, because as soon as it goes slightly against you, you're going to panic out of it. Because there's always the moment of truth, the chop a little bit. We call it the jiggle. You're going to get that jiggle. like Alibaba did this morning, you lost $115,000. I guarantee I won't lose you $115,000. Come on in, man. Come join us. I'll show you these trades and hang with us. If you've been losing money, come and join. And again, what I do, right? And again, I can't stress this enough, is that I do it for nothing, right? You're not seeing my charts now. And you're not, but you come in every morning. I let you hang out for 3 weeks, a month, really. By that time, even if you do, again, if you come in at 12:30 and hang out for an hour and there's nothing said, yeah, that's generally what happens between 12:30 and 1:30. But if you can make your way in for that first half hour, maybe, or an hour, you really get a feel for what we're doing in there. And you'll see firsthand. Because there's no denying. If we're saying, here, Alibaba 197.55, buy it, looking for 198.50, and then it happens, there it is. There's the proof. So if you come in every day and you're seeing the trades that you learned about in the class, and again, some guys are smart enough that they take the 5-hour class, or now it's 4 hours, because I'm skipping some of the stuff that I used to talk about. By the way, Clovis short. Yeah, I like your Clovis short. How this stock went from $3 to $12 in the last couple of days is just insane. I mean, wow. Just people just looking for things to buy. CLVS. Anyway, but some guys have taken the class and they've run with it. Some guys need the class and to be, spoon-fed still. Everybody's in their own situation. But bottom line is, once you learn how to build the ranges, learn how to read the VWAP and our multi-time frame VWAPs. It is the roadmap to success. It tells you when you're wrong. It gives you the targets when you're right. You don't need anything else. The only part of the equation, like I mentioned the other day, and I mention every day now, is that you have to obey the rules. So like today, that I stock, right, that I lost money on yesterday, it rolled over. It went back down where I wanted to get stopped out. I got stopped out. It went down a little bit more, and then it started to rally without me. But you know what? The one time where when you disobey your stop, that trade gets so much worse, and you ruin many other trades. So yeah, of course there's going to be trades where you get out and they go up without you, or shorting them and they go up and blah, 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 and they move without you. It's going to happen. You got to deal with that. But most of the time, if you always follow the rules, you're generally going to come out ahead. And it's been sick. I've never seen it work this well. Me? My face is clickbait? Thanks. But yeah, this is my group. My group I hang with. Oh, man, short that Clovis, baby. I would cover some right here. 1180. Yeah, cover some at the whole number and then look for 1189. 1189. Nice. Oh, the title. Yeah. Right. Imminent. Everything's imminent. Speaking of imminent, all those silver guys, right? Everyone's asking me, just because I like silver doesn't mean I'm like one of these crazy silver guys where I'm hoarding it. I like silver coins. I buy a bunch, but what a waste of money and time, really. I mean, we're gone. It's 6 years later, basically, and silver's the same price. I mean, if you bought the dip and timed it perfectly, fantastic, but my God, what a waste. But I think I've been buying 1922 peace dollars. If you guys are into silver. I mean, just people who think this market's going to crash and silver is going to have, the imminent crash people are with their silver. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I got a chunk of money in silver, but I can't take it seriously as these guys do. I mean, I'll buy some coins. I love these coins. I think they're going to go up in value just based on the 100 years that they're going to be. So I've been buying the 23s. Oh, you can't see it. But you can't even see it. Anyway, 1922, 1923 peace dollars. You figure when they're 100 years old, they might go up in value just based on the 100-year century mark. Worst case scenario, you own silver. Oh, wait, we got a caller coming in. Hold on. Let's see if we get him on the line. Wait, I have to answer the phone. Saturday Night Live, can I help you?
您好，这里是中国领事馆文件通知，您有一封重要文件尚未领取，如有任何疑问，请按8，请按8，由华语部门人工为您查询。
玛莎拉巴呀，玛莎拉呀。
文件通知，您有一封重要文件尚未领取，如有任何疑问，请按8，请按8，由华语部门人工为您查询。
相信玛莎巴拉阿巴法拉夏巴巴。Ashabala?
In order to complete this call, you must dial.
Taking it or just, pops and then immediate drops. I mean, that was one sick candle right there on the keys this morning. But then
we're so savvy at the Hit the Bid room now that I actually have a guy in there that could teach as well as I do now. It's awesome. I actually get to relax now in the middle of the day knowing that I've got a competent guy who bangs it out, and he's invented his own VWAP stuff, man. It is phenomenal. Oh, Peloton. Couldn't think of the other stock that I own. There you go. PTON. And if you look at all the stocks that I own, it's all the same chart. Coming off lows, getting squeezed. That's why I should have owned this Clovis when this came out of that $5 range, but I couldn't believe it was rallying on some bullshit earnings report and turned into a monster. By the way, Peloton, I'm buying more of this one too, because once we break 32, there's no way. Oh, by the way, Jimmy, Yext. I told you I bought it at $17.11. Look at me, Jimmy. Jimmy, look, all my stocks are hitting new highs simultaneously, Jimmy. Jimmy, you shouldn't have given up. And Jimmy, remember, the Warlock never shuns anybody. Anytime you want to come back, Jimmy, I will help you. But you can't be yelling at the members in the chat room because you lost money on one trade 2 years ago. Come on. Jimmy, we're making money on Alibaba now. Rob, come into the room, and when the trade is going on, I will specifically call it the Rob trade. No, I will call it the Vander Acker trade. I will call it the Vander trade. Whatever you want me to do, I'll help you. But more importantly, again, remember, the bottom line is I trade so you can learn how to trade. I don't want to be the guy that's just sitting there doing alerts, because then, you're just as good as your last alert. But 3 days ago, I gave you the list of stocks that I was in. I forgot about the Peloton. I own so many stocks right now, I don't even know what I own, because I have 9. Now I'm down to like 7 accounts. I finally shut some accounts down. I'll put some in the wife's account. I'll put some in the kid's account. I usually put my account. And yeah. But yeah, come on in, Rob Vanderschluck. Peloton, baby. Peloton. I basically have a shitty IPO list of stocks, right? When the shitty IPO starts to make a comeback, all the people that lost money on it, they start buying it back. And the people that are still in it start dollar cost averaging. And then people that were short, right, are going to cover. Like, I don't know what the fuck is Slack? The stock sucks, but it held the bottom. I'm interested at $20 again. Peloton. What the hell's Peloton? They sell bikes with a freaking iPad strapped to it. Ooh, terrible IPO. But next thing you know, it's breaking back over $28. I'm a fan. Now I'm a fan. because anytime you come back and you break a new high, Jimmy, and this is where Jimmy and I, had our fight. Yext was a great trade because Yext is doing, or Yext, Y-E-X-T, from 2 years ago, whatever it was. Yext was doing what Peloton is doing right now and what LK did last week. If your shitty IPO, not only does it come back, but then breaks the opening highs of the IPO day, 99 times out of 100, you're going higher. And Yext worked, but we just got greedy on Yext. Jimmy, what can I tell you? When it broke 25, we got to 27. And then we pulled back to 25. And then we went back to 27. There was no way to think that it wasn't going to go to $30 at that point. And we got it wrong. So you sell it and you move on. It's okay. Jimmy, it's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. And if you still own it, what are you only down 5 points now, right? 2 years later. But Jimmy, we could have made all our money back already in 2 trades. It's been 2 years, Jimmy. Come on back. Be nice about it. And Deb, if you're still out there, I want to just say hi again. Me and Deb, we had a little falling out. She still likes me. I only make fun of Gail. And Deb is one of our, she was a member, but she got nervous that I would make fun of her when she would do something wrong. I'm like, I'm never making fun of people. Some people like to be scolded because lessons learned in blood. Well, sorry, I'm not until lessons learned not in blood are often forgotten. But Gail was calling me criminally negligent, irresponsible. Remember that, Gail? Remember, Gail? What was that, 2013? When I was going completely bullish insane? And every morning I would say, all right, the market's gapping down. Let's start buying the Qs and the diamonds because we never go down. And she said, she called me on the phone. She's like, you know what? I like your style, but you can't keep saying that every morning. And I was like, why not? Have I been wrong? She's like, no, but it's negligent and irresponsible to say that every morning to put us in this mindset that we're never going to go down. 6 years later, I mean, we never go down. Every sell-off, Clovis short, 1180, 1189 cover. We're short Clovis, CLVS. 1189, bid it in. 1205 stop. Nah, leave it 1210. 1210 stop still. We do, my man. We do. We do. We're setting it all up. Call me. Yeah, we're short Clovis, CLVS right now. Long Alibaba, some more. Just rolled into the 200s for a gamble. And so far, so good. I mean, Alibaba's just on fire. I mean, I can't imagine this thing not going. I don't think it's going to go to 211 by Friday, but I can't see this thing disappointing me again. And somewhere Jimmy's laughing, right? Jimmy's like, yeah, Alibaba. No, Alibaba, Jimmy. Come on. You know how much I had to go to therapy to buy this stock. I lost so much money trading Alibaba on this last trip up to 200 when it rolled over and the whole market got smoked. But I was like, look, 192.50 to 200, I'll take the 7.5 points. And here we are. But what did we do today? Just guess. GES long and VEEV long was pretty good. Clovis short from the 1250 rollover. Still in a little bit, looking for it to break 1189. You know, if we can get it to break 1189, we're looking for 1165. We're down to the last lot anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point. But Ali freaking Baba, yeah. Ali freaking Baba. New highs. Oh man. Just sick. Yeah, call me at 4 o'clock. 991. What's my number? 917-521-4693. 4827. Oh my God, we're about to hit 200 on Ali freaking Baba. Oh my Lord. I'm so happy I bought one contract. Schmuck. What the fuck am I doing? Wow. 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 Hey, in theory, I'm up 32% on my money, right? If you buy something at $1 and it's at $1.32, I'm up 32%. What else can you make 32% on your money? Wow. No, I'm short the stock, Clovis. When I'm buying, I don't usually buy options on cheap stocks, but like Alibaba, I'm in options only because I'm afraid of the stock. It whips around too much during the day. When I own an option in Alibaba, I don't have to worry because I know what I put up. That's the most I could lose. I can just let it ride. Actually, I think I might buy more Alibaba because how is this thing not going to break 200 on Friday? You might run out of steam up there, but I should have, yeah. You know, I just bought these at $1. Should have bought more. I could have sold some. Yeah, I agree. Sorry for all caps there. But really, oh, Clovis short. See what I'm talking about? Right? You're sitting here live with me. I'm telling you my position. What's happening right now? Come on. Come to Papa. And now we take a little bit off the table, a little bit more off the table. 82 cover, looking for 1169 on the rest. 1182 cover right here. And now we're looking for 11, what's this bottom area? I'm going to hang on. I'll go for 1162 on the next one. Here comes Alibaba. The 200s. Look out, kids. So anyway, this Clovis, right? This is all about the topping formation. Once it tops out, breaks under the half number, 1250, that's our trigger. So the VWAP was 12. So the idea is that once you top out, you don't know where you're going to top out, but at 1250, it starts to roll over, right? And then it starts to sell off, comes back, but never breaks a new high. That's when we knew we were right, and that's when we decided to hold on to it. And then you get down to 12, you take most of your profit at the 12, and now you're playing with house money big time. So now you're down to your last lot. Now maybe this thing just completely gets destroyed, and you got your last lot, and now you don't care. Now you put a stop at like, you know, I wouldn't let it go back to 12 at this point. 1191 is the stop on the rest. 1191 stop on the rest of Clovis short. Yeah, I'm shorting it at 1240. Yeah, 1250. By the way, the Alibaba's about to break 200. Sick. So now you're just looking at the ranges from where it came from last time. So why was 11 right there, 1172? Why was 1172 significant? That's the bottom from the prior VWAP hold where it came off. So when it rolls over, you're looking for it to go test that 1172, and that's where you bid in to cover your short. Boom, 1172 just got hit. So now you're down to the last little bit. Now it doesn't matter. Either you get stopped out of the rest at 1191, or you hold this for the rest of the day. Now you're looking for 1130 now, another 50 cents easy. You know, what doesn't matter now. And once you start playing with house money, then you could just chill. Now you set it and forget it and move on. You know? What else do I got? I got and I think Peloton's gonna be, oh, look at the VMware. Hang on. I didn't even notice what it was doing. You got rejected. BMW, right? I wish I could show you the charts. Come on into the room, man. It got rejected at the 1 minute and the multi-day once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And this time it rolled over and went down. That's why I wasn't buying it. I want it to be confirmed over my level, pull back to test it, and then I'm going to buy it using that level as my entry. It never did it. And in this case, it rolled over and then actually became a short. But again, I was looking at it long. I look at this as a profitable trade because if I would have bought it, I would have lost money. So knowing that my levels, and I just got stopped out of my Clovis. So Clovis is done. That was it. I gave it to 1191. Maybe that was too tight of a stop for the last 100 shares, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about any of this. I care about Alibaba because I'm thinking about buying more. Jimmy's probably out there saying, yeah, go ahead, because you're going to lose. We're in the stock from 192.50. Buying it, 7.5 points higher, going into vacation, an off day, and then a holiday shortened Friday, probably not the best idea. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll stalk the Alibaba for maybe an entry, but I'm not overly excited. I'm not selling it. But yeah, password. I don't even know the password. Crazy, right? It's probably earnings reversal, something. Text the Minotaur. He's in charge now. I'm just there to provide content. What's the password? I don't know. I could look it up. The Minotaur at hitthebid.com. Tell him I sent you. Or info at hitthebid.com. That's a great question, Deep Squat. No, I don't. It's based on price. If I'm trading $6, usually I'm talking about 1,000, 1,500. Talking about Alibaba, usually 200 or 300. It's usually based on price and spread, and liquidity. Most of the stocks I trade are pretty liquid. U.S. Steel, I'm trading 1,000. Usually under 20, I'm starting with minimum 600 to 1,000. Between 30 and 50, I'm doing 400 starting position. And I'm not the guy that buys more when it goes, whoa, Jesus Christ.
DHL 国际快递，您好，您有一封特级快件，无人签收，将于今天退回原寄发单位。这是最后一次通知，如有疑问，请按9转人工查询。
Yeah.
请按9，由专人为您服务。
No. Mao Bao Sao Bao Ao. She puts me on hold. Anyway, yeah, for what generally happens, I'm not talking size most of the time. because size matters. Size matters to the individual. If you're trading a $20,000 egg foo young, yeah. Mak Tao, Mao. That's actually Vietnamese, but she didn't know the difference. What was I saying? Oh, for me, it's all about showing the trade. Then, we got a guy in here that hits a $20 million account. So he can put on any size that he wants. And you got the guys with, prop trading accounts, $5,000 in cash and, with 25,000 or maybe 30,000 buying power. There's a limit to what they could do because they don't have that much money. So, but generally, for me, it's always price. I can't trade 1,000 shares of Alibaba. I'm too nervous, but I can trade 200-300 shares of it. And that's my comfort zone. Plus, the stock, moves around a lot where 200-300 shares is probably going to be good to make some money on, Uh-oh. By the way, how about that Clovis cover, right? Covered the low. See, I don't even care about, obviously I care about making money, but I love getting shit right. Look at that cover on the Clovis. I got the bottom tick on that last move down, 1175. I mean, I know it's not life-changing, right? And again, that's the point I'm always making. My trading is not changing my life anymore, all right? I'm just trying to teach and trade at the same time, which is very difficult. Being on the microphone, doing this stuff, and trying to trade at the same time. But right now, now that I'm on the network, I'm on the circuit, I'm doing my speaking gigs, it's fun. There's a lot of people that still don't know about VWAP and the strategy that I have here. So, it's a lot of fun. I'm getting invited to all these conferences and, not drinking as much. That helps. Because usually I would just go to party. Now I'm actually going. I work first and then I party. So anyway, also I'll be doing an online seminar, the biggest one I've ever done. January 11th, I'm doing my own private one. And then probably January 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, one of those days, I'm doing the life, what's it called? Wealth 365 conference, which is going to be all online. I'm going to do an hour VWAP demonstration, and then you could buy like a mini package for another class and 3 more months to the room. I think we're going to package something like that together. And remember, if you join now, we've got free presents to give away. If you've got young kids and young girls or young kids with girls or stuff like that, I've got all this clothing I'd like to give away and electronics and Blu-ray players and stuff. We start playing stock market trivia on the slow days come towards the holidays. I don't think we're going to be that slow. There's so much money on the line right now. I think it's going to be another exciting December. I can't imagine us crashing like we did last December, but that would be pretty cool if we did. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 2 years. Not even one. I just cut it off. Now, usually I just drink too much at these conferences and then I'll smoke some weed and I'll be blitzkrieged. And then usually I get inappropriate with the lady traders. Big size on 190 on Alibaba. This thing's going higher, man. Yeah. Here, hit me up on Skype. I'm Hit the Bid 2010. Hit the Bid 2010. I also go by the Jesus of Wall Street. I forgot which one is which. Street cats. Jimmy, Yex, new highs. You know what, Jimmy? I'm buying more Yex too, right here. 1745. We got 5 more days for Yex to rally. There you go, Jimmy. That one's for you, Jimmy. I just bought more Yext. YEXT. Jimmy, if we can get through that $18 area, this thing could rip right back to that 20. Earnings are coming out next on December 5th, so be careful out there. Ali freaking Baba. Wow. Here come the 200s. So no comments about my new shades and my new glasses. You guys don't even realize. You don't even realize. They're bifocal, no, trifocals. I can read now down here. I can see better that way, and it helps me with the anti-glare when I drive. I'm old. Oh, here goes Jimmy. Jimmy, this is going to be the one, Jimmy. Right here, Ali freaking Baba. Come on, we'll be here. The first time it's hit 200 in like a year. Push it. I'm fresh. Fresh. Oh, Jimmy, we didn't get there. We're almost there, Jimmy. We're going to get there right now. I just bought some Yext. Yeah, you bought some Yext? I bought some Yext. I got some Yext on the other day. Yeah, I'm going crazy now. I'm just buying like 100 shares. Anything that floats my boat right now. Oh, yeah, I'll buy 100. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But I got 8 contracts now in Alibaba, so I'm really loving my Alibaba right now, especially if it gets over 200. So I'm going to roll. I got the 192.50s from yesterday, which are up huge. Yext, it's a swing trade, so usually you're looking at the bottom of whatever day you bought it at. Chances are we're not getting stopped out today, but they're reporting on the 5th and probably going to sell it moments before the close. Let me just make sure. December 5th. So December 5th, whatever day that is, I think it's, I don't know if it's the morning or afternoon. I got to check into that. Hang on. Because I don't hold, no matter how much I like a stock, unless INSG I've held through earnings reports. That's why I was always bitching and moaning about it. But after the close, so on December 5th at 3:59, I'd probably be selling out of the Yext. Hopefully we get a buck out of it. Looks like we're good. I mean, we could probably squeeze this thing to around 1881. That's the spot that I see that looks legit, 1875, 1880, that area. Risking 50 cents to make $1.50 from here. And then the stock has gone down on earnings the last 6 times in a row. So we just have to put that into consideration that it's probably going to sell off on earnings again. And if it doesn't, maybe we buy it back afterwards. But I'm just not holding stocks into reports. You know what else I kind of liked also, just because it was coming off the bottom? That RVLV and this REAL, rallied nicely, came back, consolidating at a higher level again. I kind of, not that I'm a fundamental guy, but I kind of like what that company does. It's a leasing company for luxury goods and stuff. So that's why I'm looking into it to try to do my own thing on it, because my wife's got all these bags and watches that I've bought her over the years that now are sitting in the closet. Maybe I can make some money on this crap. That's what they do. I think you could put your stuff online, and I guess they're finding the vetted clients, because I mean, what if somebody just rents the bag and just steals the bag? I have to look into that, because that's probably goes on. But that's what that company does. Real. I had that idea 25 years ago. You know what other idea I had that finally is being done? Online therapy. I mean, it's amazing it took this long for someone to do that. Like, who wants to go to an office? Just click a button, you talk to somebody. I'm feeling very hopeless and vulnerable.
My wife, we've been married 22 years. She doesn't even hug and kiss me. I'm very, very down on myself. What can I do? Here's my credit card. Can you help me? Yes. She says I'm still attractive, but actions speak louder than words.
The Thanksgiving conversation? Ooh. I'm going to be talking about real estate. I'm trying to avoid politics till the end of the year because there's no winning on any side. I've withdrawn my candidacy for now. I have to rethink it. But I'm in a weird, let me see, we're split down the middle of the people that are coming over for Thanksgiving, but the other side of the family, oh man, I am in the minority. And there's no talking to people. Even though nothing's changed over the last 12 years, apparently Obama was the worst and Trump is the greatest. And all the last 12 years of my life, nothing's changed at all. So to me, it's just been one long consistency. So I'm glad that whatever's going on. Again, I used to love Obama because I liked the way he spoke and all, and he was charismatic, and I was proud of America voting a guy in, a black dude with that name. I couldn't believe he was elected in the first place. But then his softness on terrorism and his attitude towards trying to be nice to everybody. But the market went up every day. He killed some terrorists, and we didn't have anything bad happen on our soil. Good job. So as much as I hate Trump because he's a douchebag, and I've always hated the guy, the market's only going up. There hasn't been a terrorist attack on our soil, and he's killing terrorists, right? What's not to like? That's where I end it now. Because I can't fight with people over Trump because I don't like him as a person. And you can't change my attitude on that. By the way, Peloton, come on. One more. P-T-O-N. See my gun back there? Should I not have that in the shot?
Just in case anybody's thinking about coming over unexpected. My whole house is like strapped. My wife's like, where do you think we live? Beirut? I'm like, you never know, man. Somebody comes into my house, it's going to be Bunker Hill! Open this piece! The news on Peloton is that I'm in it and nothing I own is going down anymore. Jimmy, we're 2 cents away from 200 on Alibaba. We could do it. Man, I mean, this market's unbelievable. Is there anything not working right now? Want to see some magic right now? Watch. Here comes Peloton 3250. Wait. Poof. There he goes. Did I say? Yeah. What did I tell you guys yesterday? IPOs breaking fresh new highs. Be in them. Now we just got a fresh new high. Now you use the previous high as your out. If anybody's thinking about selling this bad boy. I mean, this just generally hasn't happened for me in a long time. I'm just buying stocks.
As soon as I see the chart, I'm like, you know what? Peloton's going to work. Bang, I'm in. Oh, this Alibaba. Look at that chart. Boom, I'm in. I'm just buying shit and I'm making money like that. It's not supposed to be this easy, which the contrary indicator, you know, is going off a little bit. But how can you fight what you're seeing right now? It's unbelievable. Peloton, people. Here come the 200s, Jimmy. Here comes the Alibaba. All right. You know what, Peloton? I'm going to put a stop in now at 32.49. So now I'm locking in. I'm locking in. What do you know about that? I wish I would have joined on this IMMINENT, I-N-M-D. This thing goes up every day also. Oh, Jimmy, $199.99. Oh, wait, we're getting an alert. Hey, listen, I know you guys weren't in the Peloton from the day before, but what did I say? When the thing breaks the 32.16, buy it. Come on. And this all started with a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal on Peloton. So, I mean, you could take any of my trades lately and make a freaking month's pay in one day. That's how much these things are ripping. I mean, Alibaba for 7.5 points. Peloton, you got 4 on this bad boy. Twitter were up 2. INSG were up at 2 points. Okay, but Peloton, holy shit. You know what? I mean, we're probably going to 35 now, but sell some at 33. Sell some. Wow. 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 Guys, I remember I was talking about Peloton before this move happened. Blue Horseshoe loves Peloton, right? Big size on the offer on Alibaba. This is going higher, baby. Trying to spoof me. All right, sold some Peloton at 33. Why not? Winning, duh. Winning, Jimmy. I legitimately cannot believe that you sold it at the worst possible time. The stock has not done anything for a year and you're out of it. But that's typical of what happens to a lot of people. It's amazing how I'm getting texted right now about the Alibaba and the INSG. You know, you see the money, you want to take the money, but sometimes you got to fight. You got to fight the urge to take the profit because you know this thing's going higher. But look at that Peloton. Oh, 33 sold, Jimmy, right there before your eyes.
It's all smoke and mirrors. No, I didn't hear you mention it. Goo. You've only been doing that for 30 years.
Here's what we're going to do. US Steel is going to consolidate for the next couple of days. And then we're going to buy 100 $14 calls for December for 22 cents. And the stock's going to rally to 16. And we're going to make 35, 40 grand on that trade. All right. You should see how that came out. Voice to text. It's so funny. Here's what we're going to do. Where steel's going to consolidate. And then we're going to buy Kohl's, KOHLS, 114 for December in 22 different stocks in a row to 16. And we're going to make 3,540 grand on that trade, right? Sort of got it right. No, wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Give me Alibaba at 197.50 and give me a pullback. If it wasn't the fact that everyone's gone for the day and this thing hasn't rallied, I mean, we just got a 12-point move out of it. I'm in from 7 from 102.50, but I love it. I mean, again, I've said this before. There's no way this stock. This is a $250 stock. But I'm going to sell it at 211 if we get there. I think we're going to 211 easy. But right now you're chasing a 12-point move. If you're comfortable with a 3 or 4 point pullback, because you're probably going to test the 197.50, maybe the 195 on a pullback. If you're comfortable with that, I love it. I mean, but I felt this bullish about Alibaba once before and it let me down. But that was when the whole market sold off too. By the way, look at that Peloton sell. Oh. Caught the high of that move, man. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. But what you can do, let's say you want to buy some Alibaba. Let's say you're comfortable buying it at 197.50. Right now, you're thinking, of course you'll buy 197.50, right? If you're really committed, sell the 197.50 put right now for 50 cents. So let's say Alibaba doesn't pull back to 197.50. That expires worthless. You get to keep the 50 cents. So let's say you want to buy 200 shares of Alibaba. Boom. Right now, you could sell the 197.50 that expires on Friday for 50 cents. So you take in the $100. Alibaba sits around and does nothing on Friday. You keep the $100. Alibaba pulls back to 198. You keep the $100. Alibaba pulls back to sits around and sits at 200. You keep the $100. Alibaba falls to 197.50. You still keep the $100. 197. They give you your 200 shares at 197.50. But that's where you wanted to buy it in the first place. So if you're bullish, that's when you start selling these puts at the price that you want to buy it. That's how I bought the Twitter. I sold the $30 put and it went underneath 30. So they gave me the stock, but I wanted it at $30 minus the 35 cents that I sold the put for. So my cost average is $29.65 or $29.85. Sorry, I sold it for like 15 cents because I was hoping it would pull back. You follow that strategy? You know that strategy, the selling of the put strategy, especially in a bull market. I mean, as long as you're trading something, this thing's going higher. There's 1 million shares for sale at 200. Once they eat through the 200, this is going higher. There's huge size on the offer. That usually means there's a buyer out there because it's a spoof. The way the algos work now, they show the massive size on the offer. Generally, that's a buy lately. The last 2 years, that's really changed. You'll get some people to bail out because they still think that reading the tape works like it used to. Back in the day, market makers would show their intentions on the box. Now it's completely different. You're hiding behind the ECNs. But once in a while, they'll show you where it's going. So let's say Alibaba, like before, when it was at 198.25, there was massive size at 198.50. You knew you were getting a 198.50 minimum. And then you broke the 198.50, you ate through all that huge size, and you got to 200. So now they just flashed the 200, right? 200, massive size on the offer. So now you're getting this little tiny pullback. Chances are this thing's gonna, break it. And you still got 3 hours today. I would try to wait it out, just try to be conservative. Again, it's a 13, 14-point move, this last move. But can we talk about that Peloton sell right there at $33? What's up? I mean, that is the greatest thing in the world. When you sell something and it tanks immediately after you get out. Wow. That was awesome. I should leave on that note. Wow. That's not just a pullback. That tanked. Straight back the dollar it came from. Wow, that's amazing. We know about that. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Yeah, I don't got no time for that either. What? Igore that. I tried to write ignore that. Ignore that. By the way, if you are overseas, I also have WhatsApp, which is pretty damn good. And by the way, if you think a 15-cent pullback on a $200 stock is significant, that's a fart. It's a fart in the wind. This thing's going up. They can't shake anybody out of this thing. This thing's going to 250. This thing might go to 250 by the end of the year. What? They're gonna rip right through these 200s. Watch this. Come on, one more time. They're trying to shake you out. They ain't shaking me out. It's not a great buy here, but I'm not selling it. I think we're breaking 200. I actually want to just see if it eats through all these 200s. I can't believe it. Look at the size going in at 200, 199, 200, 199. Sick. Look at them eating through it. Just a little bit more to go. Oh, here comes another chop. I'm surprised it didn't get through that time, but it is 115. And it is up 5 points already. I was actually surprised. I thought you were going to get through it that last time, but I mean, they're just working the order right now. They're working the order. It's going, no doubt. And if I'm wrong, whatever. I'm willing to let this thing breathe 2.5 points. You know, I'm in the 192.50s. The 200s for next week are just, you know, that's the gamble. Now, the next time it gets back to the 200, let's see if that size is still there on the offer. Maybe because I haven't updated the app, possibly. Oh, God, come on. What the hell was I just doing? Anybody use WhatsApp? Somebody's telling me I need to update my app or something. WhatsApp. No, I got the updated version. WhatsApp. Well, I wouldn't mind 197.50. 197.50. Then I actually am gonna buy more 200s for next week. And I don't like buying options on a Wednesday for next week. I just, I'm kind of loving this stock right now that, and I like the fact that it didn't break 200 right now. The more times it tries to break 200 today, if it fails, the break's going to be even better when it breaks. And if it breaks 200, it's not going to 20, it's going to go to 204, 205. So if we get through the 200, you're probably looking at another 5. And then we got 6 more points to go to all-time highs. This stock, again, just based on the news, this should be a $300, $400 stock. I mean, they make more money than most countries. And now they're finally, momentum is finally back in the Alibaba. I think a year's worth of consolidation, you should get at least a 40 or 50 point move. So it really broke out from that 175. So 50 points from there, get you around 220. That's what I'm looking for. But give me 211 and I'm fine. And look how they just look. It pulled back. Where did it go? Nowhere. They're working the 200. They're working an order right now. They don't want to buy it all at 200. That's why it's going to break. It might happen today. But right now, just consolidating at this upper level, I'd like a little, if it does shake out, you're talking about 199.45, right? Then you're talking 199. 198.50 is basically your VWAP. So if it's going to pull back, you're only talking about $1.50 anyway. But it's probably not going to happen because it won't go down. Look, it's not going down. It's not going down. Can't go down. It's like prohibited by law, the market right now. You know what stock is really, I really had high hopes for that CCXI. It's just stopped moving. Nobody cares. So if nobody cares, I don't care either. I'm not trading it. It's weird that I can see again. I still, that big size is still out there, kids. Here's your 200. I'm telling you, if this was like 3 o'clock, you'd probably get the $200 break. If this sits here and doesn't break for that 200 for the next 2.5 hours, you still might get a nice break at the end of the day, the 3 o'clock, 3:15 break. I hate dicks. I can't trade that stock right to save my life. We had a short on for 7.5 hours yesterday. Managed to make a little bit, but it's just a grind. You know, about 4 million shares went into Alibaba just now between 199.80 and 200. That's some real money piling into the stock. You think these guys are buying it at 200 so they can make 2 points? You think some institution's sitting there putting in $200 million to try to make 2 points on this trade? Come on. This thing's going to 250. Oh, that's my idea. I can't imagine this kind of volume's coming into the stock up at these levels for it not to break out and see 211 minimum. I'd be mortified, actually. If we don't get 11 more points out of this trade, I'm going to be livid, but I'm playing with some house money now, so I think the 200 guy's gone. Let's see if he shows up again. Look how the volume stopped moving, right? Now, what happens next? They got that guy done. Oh, he's still here. This is some serious cash, kids. By the way, here comes my stupid... Oh! Georgia break. I'm in. Sold to the quarter. Big size 35 going higher. Putting it out at 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49. Sold some in a quarter. I don't know why, but I'll sell some here at 49 or a quarter, whichever comes first. 49, 49 going once, 49 going twice, 49. I shouldn't even put a stop in, but those $200 calls are looking much better now. What? And that's how you make $150, kids. 49, I want some out of 49. I sold at 43. 43 sold. 43, I want 49. 49, 49, 49, 49, 49. I'm just goofing around. I probably shouldn't even sell this last lot. Going to go to 202.50 now. But I got my whole number break. And 49 on the offer. 49 on the offer. 49 on the offer. 49 on the offer. Look at that. It went to 48. They're teasing me. I want my 49, damn it. $49. I'm out. I still got the options, but how's that for a day trade right there?
Oh, momentum. Yeah.
I sold 100 at a quarter. I sold 249. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much is what I do. Hey, I'll tell you, I'll be here all week. All right, I'll tell you, I'll be here for the rest of your lives. Alibaba, everybody. All right, Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa. All right. Hey. Wow. By the way, the 205s that were 12 cents are trading at 35 now, kids. The 12-cent option is at 35 now. Yeah. And the 200s for $1 are $1.67 now. Yeah. I gotta buy more. All right. I was hoping this would be later. I would have got more aggressive. Maybe some options with there, but you saw what we were seeing there. You You think there's a guy buying 6 million shares between 280, 190, 80, and 200 to try to make a nickel? This thing's going to 250. The goose is loose. Oh my Lord. I got to get more. You know what? Maybe I just throw it out there at 205. I don't know. Wow. Wow. The 205. Oh. Those 205s are last for next week. They're almost up 100% now. Damn. Shit. I mean, guys, what's nice about this hey, by the way, let me reiterate. What's really nice about the Alibaba is that the options were priced cheap. The stock's been dead for a year. The options were cheap. Be in it. Oh, now I'm really regretting only buying. I wanted to buy one contract at a time. Shit. Almost 100% return in an afternoon. Man, not even the afternoons, half a day. So you guys understand with the huge size on the offer, it was a negotiated buy. They were just sitting there working the order between 199.75 and 200. And as I've been saying on YouTube, helping out my friends on YouTube today, you think there's an institution buying 6 million shares of Alibaba between 199.50 and 200 to try to make a nickel? This thing's got 30 points written all over it. That's fresh money just poured into the stock over the last 3 days. People are not buying the stock. Come on. If, like I said, I would be mortified, Jimmy. Right? You're out there, Jimmy. I know you're rooting against me. I would be mortified if we don't get the 11 more points out of this thing by Christmas. I mean, we might be getting it by tomorrow. But I've been doing this my whole life. This stock cannot not go to all-time highs now. It can't. It can't. Give me a 3.5 point pullback, and I'm loading the boat. Let them try to shake the trees one more time, down to that 197.50. I'm going out and I'm buying till December. I'm going to buy some meaningful position. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy, but How about that Peloton? I sold it at $33. You guys watching me on YouTube? Oh, Ali freaking Baba. So sick. And I'm going to take all this Alibaba money. I'm going to pour it right into U.S. Steel. I'm going to buy $1,014 calls. If this thing could just pull back for 2 days. Oh, Alibaba's going to 202.50 right now. Oh, yeah. There's no stopping it now. I mean, you're rallying at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a $200 break. I mean, there's nowhere for this thing to go. We might go to 211 right now. Sick. It's just hard to want to keep chasing and chasing and chasing. Leave something on the table for Friday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. The market's on cruise control probably for the next, 3 weeks, 6 weeks. Wow. All right. %100 return, man. I mean, those 200s, I bought them at $1. They were at 50 cents, and I felt like I was chasing at that point too. God damn. I was hoping for 197.50 today, consolidate, and then break out, but I hate when they got to do it all in one day. Give me some more. Give me something I could do the next couple of days, But that's not the way it's going to work, because if this thing tacks on 2% more, which is only a 5% move, that's 202.50 today. Wow. What up?
Get my pictures?
No, but we should have paid for the car with Alibaba. It's ripping.
Well, Walter spoke to Ali.
No, you're on live.
Oh, how you doing?
Don't say anything.
Okay, I'm not saying anything. Alibaba, live forever. Adios.
All right, I'm going to go eat lunch, actually. I'll see you guys in cyberspace. Alibaba, Peloton, another 2 trades I do live. And Clovis short, right? So I don't know if you guys even paid attention. That was 3 decent ideas right there. I know I wasn't too enthusiastic about the Alibaba at 200, but if you're breaking it, I'm in, and I'm in more now, and I'm not selling it. I don't care. Again, I dare you to pull back to 199. I'll buy more. This thing's got 211 all over it. It's already in the cards. It's already predicted. It's already in there. The if-then statement has already been typed. Somebody hit the enter button already. All right. I'll see you guys. Yeah, you got my number. Email my guy, info@hitthebid.com, or the Minotaur or the Warlock or some sort of generic Warlocky medieval kind of thing. My wife, right? Supermodel. Did you see her ass when she was walking out? She's a hottie. I'll see you guys. Alibaba. Jimmy, you could have made all of the Yex money back right there in one freaking trade. These guys are doing it. This guy got the 200s at $1. He just banged out at $1.85. What's up? That's $850 right there in 2 seconds. Jimmy, you're missing the boat, Jimmy. Jimmy, let's put our past behind us and move on. Right? If you live in the past, you're doomed. Live for the day. Live forever. See ya. Nice hanging with you guys. I'm glad we had some ideas there. All right? Later. I'm really leaving now. I'm really leaving this time. I really am. I'm going right now.